Debian 13 Trixie has just received its second point release, version 13.2, and if you're a Debian user, system admin, or server enthusiast, this update is definitely worth your attention. Today, we're diving deep into what's new, what's fixed, and why this release matters more than you think. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the world of Debian. Before anything else, remember, this point releases in Debian aren't new major versions. They're stability snapshots polished, refined, and packed with fixes that make the system more reliable. And Debian 13.2 is exactly that. A carefully curated update featuring 123 boogie fixes and 55 important security patches. This is classic Debian: slow, steady, stable, but powerful. Let's start with the core improvement. The update brings refreshed versions of key packages that affect both desktop and server users. That includes updated kernels, OpenSSL updates, browser improvements, and fixes that target security issues like memory corruption, buffer overflows, privilege escalation, vectors, and vulnerabilities in tools that nearly every Linux system uses. In short, this refresh quietly plugs holes before they ever become a problem. Some of the biggest highlights include updates for Firefox ESR, Chromium, OpenSSL, Xorg Server, Redis, Dovecot, GIMP, HAProxy, system tools, and various GNOME components. Many of these updates aren't flashy, but they provide the kind of silent safety that Debian is famous for. When your system doesn't break and your server keeps running, that's Debian doing its job. One interesting improvement is for the Debian installer. The 13.2 images have been fully rebuilt and are now based on the Linux kernel. 6.12, 57 LTS. That means better hardware support, more compatible devices, and smoother installation experiences. If you install Debian fresh today using the new ICE, the system already includes all of the bug fixes and security patches up to this point, saving you a long update cycle after installation. It's a tiny detail, but it matters because Debian doesn't like keeping dead or unused packages around. Clean repositories mean fewer dependency problems, fewer broken installs, and a more predictable ecosystem. There are also visual and user-side improvements. For example, Debian now includes an updated Notocolor emoji set supporting Unicode 17.0. So if you use emojis in your terminal, chat apps, or development environment, you'll see fresher and more complete symbols. Sure, it's not groundbreaking, but it's one of those subtle things that makes the system feel up. Now, let's talk about something many users don't notice. File cleanup policies. In Debian 13 and onward, the system automatically purges old files from temporary directories. Feeless lefting TMP are removed after 10 days, and anything in pervar TMP gets removed after 30 days. For average users, this means you won't be storing temporary junk forever. For developers and sysadmins, though, it's a reminder to avoid storing important stuff in temp folders unless you want the system to quietly clear it out. There's another detail some users may see and get confused by. You might notice a message saying, "System is tainted, unmerged bin." Normally this looks like a warning, but for Debian Trixie it's completely normal. It's related to Debian's ongoing migration of binary paths, and it's not something you need to fix manually. So if you see it, don't panic. Your system is perfectly fine. What's impressive about Debian 13.2 is how quietly it improves everything. No flashy features, no hype, just rock-solid reliability. And that's the beauty of Debian. Stability is its identity. Whether you're running Debian as a desktop operating system or as a mission-critical server, these point releases are what keep your environment safe, predictable, and long-lasting. If you're already running Debian 13, you do not need to Simply run your normal update commands, and your system will already include most of the fixes. But if you're installing Debian fresh, definitely download the 13.2 IS because it saves you time and ensures you start with a cleaner, more secure base. The update also includes dozens of miscellaneous fixes covering applications like 7-zip, Ansible, Apple Silicon scripts, GNOME utilities, and developer tools. Some fix crashes, others fix incorrect behavior, and some simply clean up code, but they collectively improve the user experience across the entire distribution. Security-wise, the 55 patches address vulnerabilities across a wide range of commonly used components. In an era where cyber threats evolve rapidly, these fixes matter more than ever. Debian security team is known for fast, well-documented, thoroughly tested patches, and this release is a clear example of that tradition. In simple terms, Debian 13.2 isn't here to impress you with flashy new features. It's here to protect you, stabilize your system, and make sure everything works exactly as it should. It's the kind of update that most people never notice, but everyone benefits from. If you're using Debian for servers, especially web servers, mail servers, or anything exposed to the internet, this update is essential. If you're using Debian as your daily desktop, these fixes make your system smoother and more secure. And if you're thinking of installing Debian for the first time, 13.2 is the best starting point so far. With this release, Debian Trixie continues to prove why it remains one of the most trusted operating systems in the world. Reliable, stable, secure, predictable, yet still modern enough to keep up with today's hardware and software demands. So that's Debian 13.2, a quiet update, but an extremely important one. If you enjoyed this breakdown or want more Linux update videos like this one, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop your suggestions in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay open source, stay secure, and stay curious.